continue from where we left last time. So remember, last time we had our V and we had our A, and we are still looking at statistical functions. Okay, so today we want to look at the mean and the median. You know those functions in statistics, and the mean here simply stands for the average, and the median the middle point, right? You know those things. Okay, this is not a mathematics class, this is a MATLAB class. Okay, so to calculate the mean, okay, of a one-dimensional array is simply mean of V, okay, and it gives you the mean of all of these numbers. Okay, so if you add all of these numbers and then should we try that? Let's try that. 5 plus 5, come on, plus 5 plus 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, and all of that divided by how many elements are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 divided by 8. What does that give me? 3.25. So that's what this function computes for you. Okay, it's the average. Good. And mean will function exactly like mean. The mean I'm talking about is this one, and max. Okay, and max. So what does that mean? It means that if I apply it on our array A, what will it do? It will give me the column by column average, right? It will give me the column by column average. So you can see here again, we have to change that format today. Format short G. Okay, so TLC, let's compute all of that again. Mean of A gives us that. Okay, so the average of this is 5.4, the average of this is 6.6, the average of this 4.2, the average of this 5.6, as you can see. Okay, good. What about the median? Well, the median is just the same thing. Okay, so again, MATLAB, I love the way they give their names. The median of V, this is our V, the median of V is simply 3.5. So that means if you sort your elements in ascending order, okay, what is the middle value? The middle value there will be 3.5. If you sort these V's, you can take that as an exercise for yourself. Okay, good. And for A, median does exactly the same thing. Okay, it does exactly the same thing. Okay, it will give you the median per column. But what if we want to calculate the median per row? Okay, per row. What do we do? This is different from mean and max. Okay, here we don't put any empty array first. These are the commands, as you can see already here. Okay, we'll just say A comma the dimension 2. Okay, and it gives us row by row median, and it is the same thing, the exact same thing for mean. Okay, it's the exact same thing for mean. This and that. So there is a last statistical function that we need to look at in this particular tutorial, and that is mode. Okay, what does mode give us? Mode gives us the most frequent value in a particular array. Okay, so if I have V, for example, what is the most frequent value here? Okay, obviously it's 5, right? 5 appears 3 times and 1 appears only twice, and 4 once, so it's obviously 5. So mode of V will give us that corresponding 5. Okay, and we can also get the frequency. So if we say the mode, let's say the value V, and then the frequency F, okay, that's the way to obtain the frequency of a particular value. Okay, so the frequency tells you how many times, okay, the value appears in the vector. So it is mode 5, and then, so listen, you may have a case where 5 appears 3 times and you have another number that also appears 3 times. What would MATLAB do in that scenario? MATLAB will give you the answer. The final answer will be the minimum of the two values. Okay, so say in this case 1 appeared maybe 3 times, then it will be 1 that will be our answer here and not 5, because 1 is smaller than 5. That's the way MATLAB computes it. Don't ask me why, okay? It's just the principle. So what about A? Mode behaves exactly the same way with A, okay? So if I have A, what is the most occurrent here? 8. What is the most occurrent here? Now look at this, is a typical example of what we're talking about. 5 occurs twice, 8 occurs twice. What MATLAB does is it takes the minimum, which is 5. Okay. Here what is 2, and here we have 3. Okay, all of them occur once. Okay, so you take the minimum value of all of them, and we can get also the frequency, okay, by simply changing here to A, and then we have 8 occurs twice, 5 occurs. Okay, so but it does it, as we know, per column. If you want to do it per row, all you need to do is what again? Is just to indicate the dimension 2, and you are good to go. Okay, so in this case 5 here, it appears, it occurs 3 times. You see that? 3 times. And then here, what will it be here? It will be 4, right? 4, because it's the minimum and all of them occur once, and this is it, 1, and the answer here 4. Okay, and you just follow the principle right to the end. Okay, so I think we'll stop this session here, and then next we'll have a last session on statistical functions. Okay, thank you.